my goodness. Folks, we got a lot of cool stuff today. We got a lot of cool stuff going. But first, I want to bring in a very, very special person. What we try to do here, we strive to bring information that's going to make things easier for you, be able to break it down into bite-sized chunks so you can understand what's happening here. You guys know what day it is. The Biz with Bris. Yo, Bris,
What's
is up, my
up?
main man? How's life, brother?
Everything's going great. Hey, I loved your little palm intro. You're like, shah.
Dude,
That
you
was
got
awesome.
dude,
That was-
right. We 1% better every day, man. That's how we roll around here.
That
So,
production quality.
dude, we're trying to get there, man. We're trying to learn. I'm a slow learner, but once I pick it up, I take off. Now, you told me something here in the green room. How's those teeth, man? What's going on?
How's the what?
Did you go to the dentist today?
No, I was just.
Were you
making a
screwing
joke.
with me?
Yeah, I was just
Hey, see what he does to me, folks? He
trying
sets
to
me
make
up.
a joke.
He sets me up. What? How did I know that was a joke, man? I felt bad for you, and you, gosh, you just play with my emotions constantly.
I don't go to the dentist. Come on, I'm
You don't?
Mexican. I don't have any
You
money.
don't have a teeth brush. You have a toothbrush, right?
Yeah.
Got one. All right, Briz, why are you here today, man? Well, I mean, what do we do with the Biz with Briz? Let people know here in chat what's going on.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just the other day, I was in one of the live chats, and one of the Hexicans, who is a moderator, he's been in this community for a very long time. He had mentioned the other day he hasn't even been on the test net yet.
Whoa, really?
And I was like, are you insane? Are you crazy? You got to I get it. It's monopoly money. You know what? I actually came to a realization earlier.
Okay.
Like for me, I've always believed in cryptocurrencies. It just it clicked with me. I'm like,
Sure.
they told me there's a limited amount. I believe them until they can prove that there isn't. I believe what they told me. However, when you tell other people about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, they just have some reason they don't think about they're just it's not real. It's not real money. And I think they think about cryptos the same way maybe I think about the testnet money. And so people think about the testnet why do I even want to go on there? It's not real money. It's just generated out of thin air. It's not going to matter. Why even bother with it? So I don't know. I just came to the conclusion that I kind of feel like people who distrust cryptocurrencies right away, they kind of look at it the same way maybe other people look at the testnet coins.
Okay, you know what? So I like that. So the question here becomes, you're gonna try to solve a problem here, and that's what the Biz with Briz is all about. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up your slides and kind of narrate here. What's happening? I gotta understand what's happening here.
So in regards to that person that said that they had not even been on the testnet yet, I was thinking, you know what, they're gonna have to bridge over their ERC20s into the Pulse Chain network. So let's actually just show them how it's done. Because if they're not gonna come over here on themselves, we're gonna have to drag them across the bridge, kicking and screaming, James Bond style.
Let me make this point too. The thing that I like about this new person here in chat, it looks like his name is Romeo Golf 3. He seems to fit the community sentiment pretty well. So please hold nothing back. Please pull no punches. Anything goes here in the Rags to Riches chat. Nice to have you here for the first time, Romeo Golf 3. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
We're going to get that guy some Bitcoin one of these days. Some Bris corn. All right. So today we're going to look at the Pulse ramp. It's going to be pretty easy. A view on how to bring over your ERC20s to the Pulse Chain network. And you know what? We're going to have a fun little time, all right?
All right. I can't wait. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. So the bridge, you know, this right here is the actual bridge, and what we're gonna do is send 100 USDC. We're gonna send it from the Pulse Chain network over to the Rinkeby testnet. But it's gonna work the same with if this was Ethereum and Pulse Chain. All
So I
right.
want to back you up real quick before you
Yeah.
start. I need you to lay the foundation for some of the folks here that don't quite understand what a bridge is. Maybe just talk about that for a second.
All right. So right now we are all working on the Ethereum network. And basically, when Pulse Chain launches, we're going to want to move some of that economic weight from the Ethereum network over to the Pulse Chain network.
Okay.
And so, because these systems are closed systems where you can't bring any new coins into the Ethereum network, that's not from the Ethereum network, we have these things called bridges. And basically, all it does is that it locks up the value on one side and then it releases the value onto the other network.
I think that's actually, I think you explained that better than I would have. Good job. I like that.
Yeah. So, all right. The one thing you got to remember that's going to be a little confusing is that when you send USDC from Ethereum to Pulse Chain, this is now going to be called EUSDC on the Pulse Chain. And if you send it from USDC from the Pulse Chain to Ethereum, it's going to be indicated by a P because it came from the Pulse Chain network on Ethereum. And just for example, if we send USDC from the Pulse Chain network to the Rinkeby testnet, it will be PUSDC. All right. And then hex bridged over from Ethereum to Pulse Chain will be EHEX. So it's a little confusing, but it's kind of straightforward.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like it.
So what we're doing is that we're going to send 100 coins over, and basically there's a 0.1% fee. So we're going to get 99.9. And so you type that in, and you're going to click send, right? So the next thing that pops up is that the bridge needs to authorize 100 USDC, right? And so in MetaMask, this will pop up, and the transaction fee is, what is that, the 10,000th of a whole coin? So it's going to be incredibly cheap. It's like literally doesn't even cost anything. All right, so we have to authorize, and you're going to click confirm, and then that basically authorizes the money to come over. And so MetaMask will pop up, and it'll ask you to click on the MetaMask Rinkeby testnet to switch over. So it's asking you to switch the network at this point.
And it prompts you to do that.
Yep. And it's really easy. And all you have to do is actually click this little gray button right here. And this MetaMask thing will pop up. And it'll just ask you to switch the network. It's like it's all pretty automated. Now that you've switched the network over, all you have to do is claim your tokens. And so the next thing you do is claim your tokens, and this guy will pop up and ask you to pay a small fee, 4,000th or 4/10,000th, 40,000th of a coin. You just got to click, and this will be to claim your tokens. You click confirm. Boom. That's it. And you've received 99.9 PUSDC from the 100 that you sent over.
Because of that small fee.
Because of the small bridge fee and the transfer fee. that you'd be paying in pulse chain coins. But literally, that's it. Your coins are now in your wallet on the other network.
Awesome. So you're on Ethereum side. Let's say you have Ethereum. You want to take that Ethereum and you want to be able to use it on the Pulse chain side. So you're going to take that Ethereum. You're going to go to this bridge website. Do you have the website, by the way?
Pulseramp.com, I believe.
Yeah, pulseramp.com. So you're going to take your Ethereum. You're going to interact with this. It's going to lock up your Ethereum in this contract. Then it's going to issue you PETH, right? So then you're going to be able to go to PulseX. You're going to be able to swap, trade, do whatever you want to do. And again, if you want to get back out and go to the Ethereum side, and maybe that's your off-ramp, Binance, Coinbase, etc., you're going to be able to do that. So I like what you did here, because I think a lot of folks weren't familiar with how to use the bridge step by step. So if anybody needs to use it moving forward or needs to understand, you can use this as a reference.
Exactly. And, a lot of this stuff, it's like you don't want to even like go near it or touch it because you're like a little bit afraid. You're not sure what's going to happen. So I figured this little segment would be nice to just get people a little bit more familiar with the buttons and the steps that's about to happen. So when they step onto the bridge, they're not too scared.
Well, Bris, thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciate it. Do you have anything else here for us today before I move us on here?
Coffee is for closers.
That's mud, dude. He's got that mud. Is that mushroom coffee, dude?
I do have the mushroom latte stuff, but this is just instant coffee.
Nice. Well, Bris, thank you so much. I'm going to take you out of here. And you know what? Have a great weekend. Don't do anything stupid. Don't have to go to the dentist. That'll be great too.
All right.
Bris, everybody +1 for Bris here in chat. Bring in that info every single week, Mondays and Fridays. Thanks, buddy.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right.